Hello everyone and welcome everyone to another session of Data Hour series. We are thrilled to be here with you in this evening for the session full of action-packed learning. And I'm Shrutika Mahajan, part of data science team at Analytics Vidya, and we have Abhinav Singh who will be moderating us for the Data Hour session. So, for those who have joined for the very first time, so what is the Data Hour session? So the Data Hour series of the webinars conducted by Analytics Vidya and led by top industry experts. It is a fun way to understand the concepts of data science from the leading players of the data tech domain. And as the name suggests, it's a 1 hour to the dedicated data domain. We are hopefully these sessions are going to be great source of enrichment and value adding to the community members. Hello everyone. Welcome to the another session of Data Hour series. We are thrilled to be here with you in this evening for a session full of action-packed learnings. I am Shrutika Mahajan, part of data science team at Analytics Vidya, and we have Abhinav who will be moderating session with me. Uh, for those who have joined for the very first time, so what's the Data Hour session? So the Data Hour series of webinars conducted by Analytics Vidya and led by top industry experts, it is a fun way to understand the concepts of data science from the leading players of the data tech domain. And as the name suggests it's 1 hour to the data domain. We are hopefully that these sessions are going to be great source of enrichment and value adding for the community members. So we have our speaker, Aman Kesarwani. Hello, sir. Good evening.
Oh, yeah, very good evening, and thank you for the introduction.
Yeah. Uh, uh, for the today's session, getting started with AWS EC2, Amazon Elastic Compute Cloud is a part of Amazon.com's cloud computing platform. Amazon Web Services that allows users to rent virtual computers on which to run their own computers application. In this data hour, Aman will explain to you all about Amazon Web Services Elastic Cloud, starting from what is this, how you can use it, how he will also share the features and the application of AWS EC2. I hope you all are excited to attend the data hour with us. So before we kick off things and hand over it to the speaker, I would like to mention that we are recording this session and that will be available on our YouTube channel, and the link will be pasted in the chat section. So if you have any of the questions in the session, so please ask those questions in the Q&A session, and we will be happy to answer the questions as the data hour progresses towards the end. Lastly, we are going to share a feedback poll towards the end, and you all are kindly requested to fill that before leaving the session. So, talking about our speaker in the session, Amar Kesarwani. Aman is the founder of Let's Grow More. He is an influential speaker, an educator, and a strong influencer with a community of 40,000 people on LinkedIn. He has diverse experience in cloud computing, Python development, and data science field. He has been a keynote speaker for the various organizations. Welcome Aman, and over to you, Aman. All the virtual stage is yours.
Thank you so much for the introduction, warm welcome, and I'm looking forward to the session. And I welcome all the participants and all the future India as well who will watch this session later as well. So let's begin today's session. Learn about AWS EC2 and how you can make your own EC2 instance. So let's get started.
Yes.
Can you able to give me some permission regarding screen sharing?
Just a minute.
All right. Are you able to see my screen? Can you?
Yeah, I can see your screen.
Hello. Yeah, thank you. So hi everyone, this is Aman Keshavani, your speaker of the day, and today we are going to see how you can start your journey with Amazon EC2, and hope you know the full form of EC2, that's Elastic Compute Cloud, and we're going to see every aspect of Amazon EC2, like its future, its past, and its present, and how you can be in that competition as well in this. So when I talk about AWS global infrastructure that we have, so here you can see like you are able to see 1 million active customer across 190 countries. So here are some doubts here. You can see this India also have some user base here in the AWS. And also the most important, 2000 plus government agencies are using AWS. So that's the impactful that they have presented all over the world in the government sector as well. So that's the most important thing that they are using. Then we are having also in educational institute. That's the most important thing in India also, because India is all about the students, all about the youths. So 5,000, it's a good number around the world. It's updated, I guess, near about, it's now 10,000. But yeah, for your information, I'm putting this. And also like non-profit, Amazon do a lot of things. So we have 17,500 plus non-profit organization where Amazon is, AWS is being used. And apart from that, it's also 11 reasons. Like reason is something like Asia, Europe. So these are some reasons and we availability zone is they are confirmed with India. India is something which we having more India subcontinent like Nepal, Bangladesh. So these all comes under Asia only. All right, and also 53 edge locations. That means they are the very useful location. Like in India, we can say some metro cities like Bangalore, Delhi, Mumbai. So these are some metro cities where AWS have major location in that and major user base and major you can say data center they have. So these are some important location that's present all over the world. I'm telling about the India because we are hosting this thing in India only. So for now, I'm telling most of the examples through India so that you can get related to it. All right. So here you can get an idea of what is the global infrastructure AWS have all over the world. And you can see with the map as well. Here we have various things as well. Let me use a highlighter. So here you can see this is data center that they have. Here also they have a huge user base. Here you can see this is the huge user base they have. So near about they have updated the number of customers as well. Day by day they are increasing. There are various ways we will see also in the coming slides what features you have in that. So now let's go ahead. let's understand what exactly Amazon EC2 is and why it is being used nowadays very much. So let's go understand that as well. So first thing, that is virtual machines. No need to purchase any laptop, no need to purchase any physical server, no need to purchase any RAM, no need to purchase any GPU. So these are the things that you don't have to think about those things. Just click on buy button, just buy it. And now you have your own virtual machine. Inside a laptop, you can open more than 10, 20 laptops. That's a virtual machine that we have. That's the power of EC2. The importance of things. That's why this is the important service of and as we also have some EC2 concept other packages and Google Cloud. For now, Amazon EC2 when talk about a very important service by which on-demand supply demand is being converted in the virtual era. Like if you are working on something, like suppose you want some new laptop, but you want to buy anything, you don't have to buy those things, but you can apply your previous laptop as a new laptop, and you have inside that laptop 3 to 5 laptops. So that's called a virtual machine where we can use
Sir,
another laptop inside a laptop.
Aman,
Okay.
just one request. Your voice is cracking. Can you check from your side? Is there any problem, like internet issue or anything?
Network is full from my end, I guess.
Okay.
Okay. Now it's clear.
Yeah,
Can
just
you confirm?
yeah, just go ahead. Right now it's clear, but in between it's cracking. So that's why I was asking.
My network is full, I guess.
Okay.
Or give me 1 minute, I will check it.
Okay.
Yeah, just give me 30 seconds. Yeah, can you confirm it now? Is it clear?
Yeah, it's clear right now.
That's great. So let's begin again. So I'm talking about the virtual machine that I already told you, like we don't need any physical things in our home. You don't need to buy any physical things. All thing is going to be virtual. Okay. Like we are going to be in metaverse, means the parallel universe, which will be digital. So for that, these are the very things which is very important to build those things. And also you have very purchase options, like you have limited thing to buy. You have options like on demand supply, whatever you use, just pay for those things. So these are the things that make it very unique and very powerful. So that's why Amazon EC2 have a very larger market in compared to Google Cloud, in compared to Microsoft Azure. And that's why it's standing in the market. And you should know at least what is EC2. That's the most important service of the Amazon. And when I talk about networking is the most important thing, like in everything. You have seen recently, like Uber security breach. So that's the most important thing for any organization. If you're networking, if your security is not good, then you are going to lag everywhere. So make sure your networking should not compromise any way. So for that, you should able to make your networking very confident and very secure. For that, EC2 is perfect to go for it. And also user experience, you will get a great UI by the Amazon AWS team, and where you can create just clicking on AWS EC2 launch instance. I will show you also each by one by step how you can create a own EC2 instance for free. All right. So this is the thing that you will get a great experience by clicking on AWS console. All right, we can go ahead, I guess. Now you will see here how physical server is being present all over the global region and how it's working exactly. So here you can see this is the physical server that's present all the data centers like Mumbai. Recently, Adani also have a big data center in the Lucknow. So like that, there are various data center in have like underwater Microsoft Azure have. So like these in various places in metro cities, especially like Bangalore, Mumbai, Kolkata, Delhi. So they have major cities and major data centers there only, like this physical servers. How it works? It have some guests like this, and they have a hypervisor. What hypervisor do? It's like a concept of virtualization, where your let's suppose you have a one CPU, but you required more than one now. So what it will do? It will convert them into three parts, and it will give you three CPU now, and it will take your burden in that, and it will manage it. And the host server, what to do, it will just host whatever hypervisor we provided to it, And this is the server that we have as a virtual here. So that's breakdown into EC2 instance. So this is all known as a EC2 instance, where we are building hypervisor. Virtualization is a great concept in the virtual era. Virtualization is something like you can enhance your computer to 3 levels. Means you can in your computer you can manage 3 or more computers. That's called a hypervisor. There's a, boss concept as well in the Windows mainly. So when you are a Windows user, because most of the user in the India and abroad as well, they are Windows. So for that they have to BIOS user BOIS, where you will set the hypervisor -v, so that that can be extended to your laptop capacity, by which you can install various virtual boxes, Oracle VirtualBox, and other virtualization platform you can do very easily. So this is the concept of EC2 instance. We'll also show you like how that will be working in real life, and I will show you that in the later slides. So let's have a look back of Amazon EC2 16 years young. So Amazon EC2 was launched 16 years ago, and it have impacted so many things in the various people life, especially for the organizations, because they have grown too much with the help of this service. So what it provides, mainly it provides a single instance RB and size. So let's suppose we are taking an example M1.small. I will show you what it is later, but it contains one CPU, 1.7 GB RAM, 160 GB storage. So that's a good number that we can have, but it's a small one. It's a basic one that we have, medium one, and it contains Linux only. That's the best security thing, because when you use Linux environment, then you can't crack anything. That's the best thing that you can utilize it. And also that have on-demand supply pricing only. That means, like, let's suppose in the Flipkart we have $1 billion day sale. So let's suppose user got at the highest peak numbers, concurrent user got at the peak level. So you have to manage those things. So Amazon, what will do, it will give something to you, like it will automatically manage those users, and they will charge as per the user. They will not charge like whatever you have done earlier. They will charge as per the user demand. Okay. All right. And also what EC2 has done till now, it has more instance choice. You can choose your CPU, you can choose your GPU, you can choose your memory, and you can choose your storage. That's the biggest thing. If you can customize your CPU, GPU, memory, storage, what other thing, like in laptop you can't customize it. They have fixed configuration. You can't change mostly your RAM up to 8 GB only, but here you can do up to 32 GB, up to 64 GB. So that's the good thing that we can do with the help of instance choices, and especially for the CPU and GPU. These are the most important thing for any
Hello.
software. And also you have a deployment options. You can
Aman?
deploy either in a Linux, either in
Hello.
Windows, either in
Aman?
other. Oh yes.
Can you please go a bit slow? People are not able to catch up.
All right. I will
Yeah.
go it. No worries. So guys, I'm talking about the more instant choices. I've told you about the already CPU and GPU, how it we can choose it as per our demand. Let's suppose you are having 10 CPU demand, then you can increase to 10. If you have demand for 50 GB, 50 GB storage, then you can use the storage of that as well. And we have more deployment option as well. You can see over here we have Windows, we have Ubuntu, we have SUSE, German-based open source software, and we have Red Hat. That's the most popular software that we can use in the deployment as well. Also, we have OS and application support. Already you can see OS that's are present over here. Two are the most important OS, Windows and Ubuntu, Linux as well. And we have Amazon Elastic Block Store. It's a service that we have in the Amazon EC2. And also we have a elastic IP address. What does it mean? It means like a static IP address. It will not change anymore. It will be fixed for lifetime. And also we have Amazon VP, so virtual private cloud. That's the most important service. It's like a Amazon EC2 only. Whatever Amazon EC2 have an impact in the organization, in the government organization, in the students' life. So that's also have Amazon VPC. That's a good service and very important service for creating a virtual private cloud for you. And also auto scaling is a great service by which it will be scaling automatically. I talk about that billion sale, 1 billion sale that you have. So that's the biggest thing for any organization. If you have something by which your user is increasing automatically in any day sale, then auto scaling, that will be a great feature for any of the organization. And also elastic load balancing. Elastic load balancing is something which is, let's suppose one of your site is crashed, but you have a backup in another website. So you can redirect there with the help of load balancer. So that's a load balancer is very important service for these things. Okay. And also performance, security, manageability, and scalability improvements. That's the best thing. That's why Amazon EC2 have a greater market in comparison to Google Cloud, in comparison to other cloud that we have. So this is the very, very important factor. If these things are not there, then Amazon EC2 will be not at the priority. And also we have Amazon ECS Lambda function. That's a very good service, and it will be important in managing load balancers. So when we talk about load balancers, that will be very important. And also Amazon machine learning. As we all know, like Amazon machine learning will be always impacting the world with the help of data. Okay, when they have data, then they can apply in the machine learning, but it will be not useful for now, but I will tell you later about this. And also there are many more services that Amazon EC2 offers at a variety level, at a great level, so that you can have a quick idea. And also they offer some to try for free. So these are also some open source that support in the Amazon EC2 softwares. You can create Windows, you can create Ubuntu, you can create Linux, you can also use SUSE, and you can also use Red Hat and this. So that will be very important to use these softwares in Amazon EC2 virtual level. You don't have to install this by installing a cassette, by CD, DVD. So that's the pen drive you don't need. You just click on that, that will be installed automatically. That's the power of it. Let's go ahead, understand more about it. All right. So here you can see we have EC2 instance as well, and here you can see the general purpose. That's we have seen M1 earlier as well. M1 dot small, M3, M4, T2. These are the general purpose where we can use by denoting the tier of it. Also, we have compute optimize where we can donate by C1, CC2, C3, C4. And also we have memory optimized for M2. You can see M2 is not here. So M2 is being here in the memory optimization. CR1 and R3. The best one is M2 for beginners. Dense storage is something which will be best for D2, but it's also have HS1. Input of output optimization we can do with the high one, and I2 is the latest one that we can use for. And GPU2, GT2 is the best one for using the GPU model. When you try to use the micro, then you can use the T1 and T2. That will be like a preferable job for EC2 instance that are tier 1 and tier 2. All right. So what I'm telling C1, C2, 4, LR, this is this. So this is all known as EC2 instance type. We can define the EC2 instance type from here. So C is denoting the instance family. Here C is denoting the instance family, and here 4 is denoting the instance generation. Okay, and here dot is something that will be merging, or you can say combination of these, and large is showing the instance size. Okay, and I will show you in next slide how these can be different and vary. All right, so this is the important factor by which you can define the EC2 instance type. Okay, and here you can see EC2 generation is 4, EC2 family is C, and EC2 instance size is large. All right, I will show you some more pictures so that you can understand. C4 is something by which you can understand instance of the latest generation of compute optimize. Would be lowest price compute. That's why it's used by the organization, because it's a very low cost and performance also. It's have a very great performance. At the low cost, you are getting a high performance. What do you need next? Nothing, because it's the best one. All right, here also they have various models. Large is something which are basic they have. Then they have extra large. Then they have 2x large. Then they have 4x large. Then they have 8x large. Here you can see the number of CPUs increasing when you are increasing the number of X. So here you can see in the starting X, you have only 2 CPU. You have only 3.5 GB MEM, and storage is EBS only same or for that. But here the speed of throughput of the data, that means input of data, uploading of data, and downloading of data. The speed you can see 500 Mbps you are getting from here only. That's also matter, because let's suppose you're any client uploading the data from the site customer, then something they are stuck. So for that, Mbps speed will be should be good. You can see like that we have increasing to number of 8x. If we have 8x, we have 36, and we have 60 memory GB. EBS only we are using, and we have 4000 Mbps. You can see the speed that they are giving in it takes large because the data is too much. So for data upload or download, you should have a good speed. You can see the speed of that. This is not an internet speed. I'm talking the upload and download speed of data, throughput of the data, whatever you have in that EC2 instance. Okay. All right. Here we can see some more things that you can do. You can go for support for enhanced networking. That already told you. Recently, we have news for the Uber. So this is very important. Enhancing networking. You should be good. Your EC2 instance should be good at the security level and networking level. If that will be not good, then Uber like scene will be there always. All right. So why do customer use Amazon EC2? That's also a big question that should be answered. So the answer that I can give to you, because of fast deployments, access computing infrastructure in minutes, that's the biggest thing. Because if your customer needed any new feature and you are going to deploy it, it will take 1 day, 2 days. So it will really waste of time of that developers, because they are just deploying and taking 2 days. It's had no time. That's why fast deployment is the biggest feature of AWS EC2. That's why they have a big capture in the market, and low cost. Pay as you go pricing. That's the biggest thing. Like whatever you are using, just pay for that. Don't pay for that you are not using. That's the biggest factor for making a marketplace. And all the like companies like Google Cloud, they all have this much of feature. Pay as you go. That's the biggest thing for the cloud computing era. Elastic. What Elastic will do, easily add or remove capacity. Let's suppose you have wrongly installed Windows, but you have to install what? Ubuntu. So you have to remove whole software. Like let's suppose in your laptop, you are replacing the software of Windows or Ubuntu. It will take very risky, and it's also risky not a simple people can do. So for that, it will very risky. So for that, Elastic is the great feature by which you can remove by clicking on a single button. Just click on remove. That will be removed. You don't have to do anything. What do you need? Nothing. That's why it's very customer need that. And next we have globally accessible. Everyone nowadays need global accessible. Either you have Facebook, either you have Instagram, either you have LinkedIn. They are globally accessible. Everyone can access it. So your also EC2 instance, your property, whatever you have, that should be easily accessible at the global level. That's we want. And also it's having a secure. That's already told you about the Uber incident that happened recently. So this is the security is very important for any software, for any EC2 service, for any AWS service. When your security will be not there, customer will not trust you. So you have to prove that you have a security. Okay. Scalable. Like let's suppose I will talk about the sale that we have in India, big billion sales. So for that, they are increasing till Diwali. So till Diwali, there will be big amount of users in their platform, either Amazon, either Flipkart, either Meso, either Myntra. They are having a very big amount of customers that these days. So for that, all the instance they have created, they have to increase it to some extra level. I will show you by graph also how I'm talking about and what I'm talking about. And you have to pay for that range only. Let's suppose the sale is started from 26. So you will go for 26 October only. So for 1 month, you have to pay for all the things that I have used extra. Other than you have a normal sale, then there will be no issues. That's called scalability. And that's really grateful feature that we have in the cloud computing, especially in Amazon EC2. Also, let's understand more about the elasticity in a graph view. So here you can see we have a server load. Okay, a normal server load will be here. So you can see capacity of one server will be here by normal day, is normal day. And here we have big billion sales. So you can see in the upper side, we have big billion sales. Is this line is a big billion sales? It's a normal day. You can see a difference. Normal day is being used only till here, but big billion sales is reaching here. So for that, we need to increase our server for 8 hours. So for increasing server, we have increased automatically. That's called elasticity. You don't have to do anything. You don't have to click anything because you have done elasticity. So it will reach automatically till the point of whatever you are doing at that day. So you don't have to do anything. You don't have to click anything. You don't have to worry also. Just make sure you have done elasticity on. It will automatically carry on all the things, whatever you are doing that day. Okay. So it's a big billion day here, but It will not come here. It will not come here. That will shave your cost. You are saving 1/3 of it. You are saving this money. You are saving this money. That's all you want. Pay whatever you're using. You're using this, just pay for it. You're using this, just pay for it. You're using this, just pay for it. You're not using this, don't pay for it. That's the big thing for the organization, that they are using these things, especially Amazon EC2. All right. Now, when I talk about scaling automatically, that's the important thing that we should understand, because that will be not there. Then we have to create all infrastructure again from starting. So this is the very important factor for all the things. Amazon EC2, we all know Elastic Virtual Server in the cloud. Virtual Server, I told you, when you want to install any new software in your laptop, let's suppose Ubuntu, you have Windows, you want to install Linux or Ubuntu. So you have to do some things. But in the virtual server, you don't have to do anything. You have to just click on thing on the EC2 instance, and that will be installing your Windows Ubuntu in that EC2 instance only for you. Auto scaling, we have just seen in the previous slide how auto scaling works. When you have a big billion sale day, that day, that will be automatically reaching a server there. And when that will be down, they will be cutting down the price. They don't have to pay for those things you don't have use. ELB, that's a very big feature that we have, dynamic traffic distribution. I told you, like when your server is down, let's suppose you have one website, flipkart.com, but it's not working. So you will transfer that load, some of them in some other website, you can say subdomain, then that's also not working. Then you transfer one more EC2 instance, that load. That's called elastic load balancing. The full form of ELB is elastic load balancing. Means you will transfer your load from one EC2 instance to another EC2 instance. If that also busy, you will transfer that load to another balancer as well. So that's called a load balancers. Whatever load you are facing, just transfer that. If you're that also facing, just transfer that. That's the biggest feature that ELB have. If ELB was not there, then EC2 always get failed. So ELB is like a support for EC2 and all other as well, but ELB is the most one. All right, completely controlled. Let's see what exactly this word means. Completely controlled. You have full control of your Amazon AWS EC2 instance. How? You have control of your instance, first of all. Second, you can log on as a root, Linux, or administrator as a Windows. You can always log on as, like, let's suppose you are using some software in that Windows or Linux, then you want to check something what's going on. So you can just log on as a root, log on as administrator, check what's going on, and update the feature. Also, you can install any software you need in that Linux, in that Windows. Let's suppose under Linux you want to install some game. So you can install here as well. You can install here as well. Just by searching on the browser, you can download from the internet. Simple. You can start, you can stop, you can control instance with console or APIs. That's a bigger feature that we have, console. Amazon console is, we are seeing also how that work. We'll see later as well, today only, how you can work with the console. Make the configuration changes you like. Let's suppose you want to increase your CPU, you want to increase your storage. So it will be easy, just click on the CPU, just go on the site and just increase it. That's the biggest and very simple thing that we have. Create an AMI. AMI is something, Amazon machine image, by which you can create a EC2 instance. We will see also how you can create your own Amazon machine image. All right. Also, you can use automation, create and configure entire stacks. That's the biggest thing, automation. Automation is done by the various programming language script. Python is there, Terraform is there, various shell script is there. So you can do automation in your EC2 instance, in your Amazon whole services that you have, with the help of Terraform, with the help of Python, with the help of shell script. This you can configure with the help of. So you have full complete control. Whatever you want to do, you can do in just simple click. All right. Now, when you talk about flexibility, what exactly flexibility look like? You can choose the instance type that suits you. We have seen instance type C4.large. I will show you what exactly C is, what exactly 4 is, what exactly large is. So you can choose your own instance type as per your requirement. Second, you can change the instance type when you want to. That's the biggest also thing. Anytime you can change. Like let's suppose you have hosted, your big billion sale is coming, just change your type. You will get more CPUs, you will get more GPU, you will get more storage, and you will get more much faster your site is running. Attach as much as or little as you need. Storage is the biggest factor in every EC2 instance. Like let's suppose you don't have like billion sage is over now and you don't have much user now. So you can just decrease the storage. It's very easy to just click on decrease on the storage. Just go on the storage and click on the storage size that you need. Choose your operating system. We all know operating system we are using Linux. We have Windows. So you can choose easily one of them very friendly. Choose a pre-configured image. That is Amazon machine image that you can use pre-configured. That is already configured by the Amazon and by default. So I will show you also how you can create that. So let's understand reliability. That's also biggest factor we have in the all the EC2 instance. You can build easily highly available applications. Like we are using, let's suppose we are building and deploying a Java program, or you can say Java application. That's a highly available. So you can just easily build that using Maven and just deploy using some DevOps tool. And also ELB, I've told you the full form of ELB, Elastic Load Balancer, distributes load. I've shown you with the image also like how that load is being distributed. Let's suppose Amazon website is being handled by three another subdomains. So they can rewrite those load in those three subdomains so that the main domain should be still live. Okay, because most of the people open our home domain, like let's suppose flipkart.com, flipkart.in. So they most of them will be opening this. Auto scaling helps ensure availability and scale. That also I've told you many times from the webinar only. Auto scaling is the biggest factor. I've shown you with the graph also like what auto scaling will be meaning. All right. Use multiple availability zones. I've told you about the availability zones, like we have Asia, we have Europe, we have Ireland. So there are various multiple availability zones that offers, and also regions that we have Ireland, we have area, we have Asia, we have Europe. Like that, we can choose various regions, and I will show you also how you can choose regions in coming slides, and what are the ways by which you can fill your EC2 instance. All right, security. So security, that's the biggest thing already, because recently we have faced and seen Uber crisis in the security field. So let's understand what security they have and how they are very powerful in that. So they have secured premises. First of all, that means whatever you are building, their infrastructure, they have very secure. They have some certificates as well regarding that. I will tell you later about that. And they also have secured access, means everything is HTTPS, nothing is HTTP. Built-in firewalls, no virus can be attacked. By default, they have a firewall by which they will be attending all the things. They have unique users. That's the biggest thing as well. Unique users they have. Multi-factor authentication. That means like you are getting a OTP, you have getting some message from the team, like you or not. Like Google, when you log in somewhere, then Google asks for multiple factor authentication. You can just click on multiple factor authentication, click on yes, that will be open. Private subnets, that's also an important question that we have. Private subnets, that I will talk to you later about it, what exactly that will be. Encrypted data storage. Encrypted, you know, like this will be something that no one can understand easily. It's like a password. Like when any company store the password, they don't store as it is. Like let's suppose you have given your password at the rate 1 2 3 4 5. So that will be encrypted in something like A, B, 1, 3, C, D, that you are not able to understand. And there will be some logic, there will be some algorithm that will be used for encrypting all the data storage that you have stored in the AWS. All right, we also have dedicated connections. Means you are not able to connect directly. You should be able to take permissions. You have a hierarchy. Just take the permission from it. If you have a permission, you can access the things. Now let's talk about the certification they have in the field of security. So they have AICPA, they have SOC3, they have ISO, they also have ICA and FIPS, ITR, FISMA, and lots of more. These are some of the very high that I have mentioned over here. All right, cost effectiveness. That's also biggest factor, because everyone needs like their revenue should be greater than the cost. So let's go on that. On demand. This is the one of the feature that's using nowadays very popular. On demand is we can say like pay for compute capacity by the hour with no long-term commitments. Means whatever you are using, whatever for time, let's suppose you are using for 1 billion day sales that we have, let's suppose you have used for 1 month. So you have to pay for 1 month only. Whatever you have consumed for 1 month, you have to pay for 1 month. Don't pay for rather months where you are not using those resources. All right. Reserve. Here you have a commitment to receive a significant discounts that Amazon EC2 give. Okay. So here you can see the graph is still same. Here the up down will be there. That will be getting a lot from the on demand. All right. When we talk about a spot, in a spot you have to apply for some bid that will be unused capacity. Like let's suppose you have a server, two servers. One is useful, one is using you, but one is still for spot. So they are like this. So you have to pay for both, but for time incentive, you have to transient workloads. But the main popular that is on demand. On demand is very in demand, and that's very useful for all the organization, not only for government, not only for IT industries, not only for non-profit organization. Every organization uses on demand only because it's the pay as you go concept. Whatever you're using, just pay for it. Nothing else. All right. Now we will see how you can make your own EC2 instance in very few steps, and it's really easy to get out of it. All right, it's easy to get started. So let's get started from there. So what we are learning here today, how you can log in and access to AWS services, how you can choose your own AMI, that's Amazon machine image, how you can choose EC2 instance type, how you can configure instances, how you can add a storage, how you can tag instance, how you can configure security groups, how you can review instance, and last but not the least, create an IP and connect to your instance. Means you can connect your Windows Putty through the Putty software to your EC2 console. I will show you there. So these things we are learning today also in the practical way. So first thing that we have here, you have to go on Amazon website. This website, you have to click on aws.amazon.com/getting started. When you click on that, just go on free tier and log in by entering some your card details. So that will be no charge. They will be not cutting any fees from your card. Just put them and just open your account. If you have already, that's really great. You can get login for free. Okay. After that, you get a dashboard like this. Okay. Here you will get a dashboard. Just search for EC2 instance. Just right here EC2. Like this, you will get here EC2. Just click on it. You will get like this EC2 dashboard. You will get here. You will see some running instances, Elastic IP, snapshot, load balancers, all the details that you will get about the EC2 here. Then what you have to do, you have to click on regions. On the top, you will get on the region. Choose your region, whatever you want. I'm choosing my default. What is my default region if we have? Then we are going for launching instance. Step 3 in this step, you are going to launch the instance in very easy way. You're going to launch the EC2 instance here. All right. After that, now we have 7 steps. First step that we have choose AMI. Second, we have choose instance type. Third, we have configure instance. Fourth, we have add storage. Fifth, we have tag instance. Sixth, we have configure security group. Seventh, we have review. In each step, we have some more steps. That was I'm talking about the AMI machine that already configured. You can see all the things they have already configured. Okay, that's the important thing. First step you have to go for, choose an AMI image. You can see here it's written free trial eligible. That means free account, whatever you have opened, that you are eligible for this. Just click on select and you can go for it. So step 1 is this: choose an AMI, click on select and go ahead. Now you are in second step. Here you have to choose your instance type. I've told you about now C4.large. So it's something like T2.micro, by which you have eligible. You can see a tag is there by the AWS team. What is that? Free tier eligible. Means all the accounts who have free tier that is eligible for it, and you can go for it. Just click on it. First is this, you have to click on it. Just second, you have to click on next configure instance detail. All right, that's the important thing. Second, configure instance detail. Now you have number of instances. Here we can launch in one go 20 plus instance. So you can launch 20 instances in one go, but I'm launching only one for now. Make sure you should write only one if you're launching one. Then I will not prefer this because you have to pay for this service. So just keep it whatever it is by default. Don't change this thing. Next step, you have to choose VPC. This is also paid service, but I will prefer you be default. Don't change anything. Whatever the default is value is, be it there. Don't change it. All right. We have subnet also. Don't do anything. Whatever default is, just put the default, whatever default is here also in subnet. Next, we have auto assign public IP. That's a dynamic public IP that will be keep varying. Means that will be changing. Like let's suppose you have restart your EC2 instance, then your public IP will be changed. I will tell you later as well how you can write your static public IP that will be not changeable. Okay. So this will be we are using by default value, whatever we have, use subnet setting. Okay. And the main important thing, IAM role. We are putting IAM role none for now. Okay. All right. We have shutdown behavior. We have shutdown behavior that's we are putting is a stop value. You can see shutdown we have stop and terminate. For now we are putting by default stop. Now we have configure instance. Stop we have already done, and we are terminating protection. Enable termination protection. Protect against accidental termination. You have to click on. All right. And here you have to go on tenancy. You have to click on shared, run a shared hardware instance. It's like a sharing hosting that we have, shared hosting in our various hosting platforms. So like that here also we have. All right. So we have done this. Just review one time. You have number of instance 1. You have purchasing option, nothing. You have network by default. You have subnet by default. You have auto assign public IP by default. And you have enable IAM role none, shutdown behavior stop, enable termination protection protect, and you have to do nothing with monitoring. Tenancy you have to do shared, run a shared hardware instance, and whatever is left just put it by default. Don't have to change anything. All right, now you have to click on add storage. Next, add storage. When you come on add storage, you will see here you have a root, you have a this by default, and here that was telling about size. So you can customize size from here also. So whatever you want, 8 GB you want, so you can put 8 GB. Volume type, whatever you want, I will prefer provision IOPS SSD IOA1. Okay, that I will prefer to use in volume type. Then we have IOPS. We can use 24/3000. And also delete on termination. When you click on termination, it should delete. If you don't want, just uncheck this. If you want to enable encryption also, you can enable it, but I will prefer not encrypted for now. And here you can add new value as well if you want to add new one. All right, now we have tag instance. That's a step 5. Tag instance. So what it will do, it will prefer you like just suppose you have a big team, you have a developer team, you have a SRE team, you have a testing team, but this instance you are meeting for developer team. So you can write over here and you can choose already a tag which will be present in your team. If you're not, you can just create a tag and put anything that you want. But if you have a team already, then you can put your anything by default you have. Just click on name, just click any value that relevant to your EC2 instance. After that, just click on next, configure security group. You have to add value, don't forget it. All right, we are moving ahead. We have step 6. In step 6, what you have to do, we have to configure security group. You have to configure your security group, assign a security group, create a new security group, click on it. After that, you have to create 2 things. SSH will be there by default. First line will be there, TCP 22 and this IP. This line will be by default there, but you have to add these 2. You have to add HTTP, you have to add HTTPS. How to add it? Just click on create a new security group. Just click on web server SG and just description, write anything that you want. That will be by default. And just click on add rule and add HTTP and HTTPS. Make sure don't forget to add HTTP and HTTPS. Only SSH will be there by default. So you have to add these things. The tail will be 80. You can write any port, but that I will prefer to you. And for now, this will be anywhere and 000.00. That will be for HTTP and HTTPS. SSH will be that by default. That I'm telling you again. So don't do anything with the SSH. This will be by default. This is your private IP. So let's go ahead. Now we will review our EC2 instance and launch it. So just let's get ahead there as well. Now we have review instance launch. So we have chosen Amazon Linux, AMI, HVM, SSD volume type, AMI, this. So here what you can see, like this is by default that we have chosen because this is eligible for free tier. All right, T2.micro, that's our instance type. I've told you T is and 2 macro. This is instance type collaborations. And we have ECU as well, variable. We have virtual CPU 1, we have memory and GB 1, we have instance storage EBS only, we have EBS optimized available and low to moderate. So network performance is not good because it's a free tier, because it's for learning purpose. All right, security group you can see over here. Security group, we have launched Web3 servers, and just now we have confirmed everything is clear, nothing to vary. Just click on launch. After launching, you will see this screen. This you have to download for your system, because we have to also see from CMD. If you want to see your console, this Linux machine, you have to access from your Windows, then you have to download this in your laptop. What is this? Just click on any name here, write any name. I'm writing Dev key. Just download key value pair and just make sure you have to download the private key file .pm file before you can continue. So you will get .pm file and .ppk file for Windows. So after that, click on download. You will get an download file in your system, download folder. Then you are able to see launch instance. This button will be available then. Then you will click on that. After that, you will see something initiating instance launches. Please do not close your browser while this is loading. So this is make sure don't refresh your browser, don't refresh anything, whatever you are doing in that tab or window. After that, you will see this screen like this. It will show you pending status. Like this, you will get a pending status. Where you will get it? You will get under instances. Whatever you have created, you can see we have created Dev Web Server 01. This is our name that we have given. All right, here you can see we have instance ID. We have the instance type. That's the very important thing for your instance, because if you done this small, if you done this large, that will cost you more. So make sure whatever you are doing in instance type, make sure you are eligible for the free tier. Or if you're working in any organization, then that is another thing. Availability zone, we are using US East E1B, and status is pending. Status checks initializing means it's getting started. So let's see. Now you can see now it's running. Now it's running, and the status is running, and you can see private IP as well. We have 192.168.2.167. This is our private IP. Okay. Now you can see public IP we don't have. We don't have elastic IP. So we will create elastic IP as well, by which it will be public. Okay. So let's go ahead and see how to create that as well. So you have to go on instance, go on elastic IP. After that, clicking on elastic IP, you will get this type of board. Just click on allocate new address. Just click on allocate new address. And after that, you have to click on allocate new address to VPC. Make sure don't choose EC2. We are going to choose VPC. So here we will choose yes, allocated. Now you can see we are allocated new address and we have our new IP. But that's not connected with our EC2 instance. Now we will connect to our EC instance with this IP. Whenever you type this on the browser, you will get that IP in the browser because it's public IP. Elastic, that means static and public IP. So I will go ahead and close it. Just close it. Now I will able to see it associate address. So you have to click on this because this we have created now. Just click on it, go on actions, click on associate address, click on the IP, go on the action and click on associate address. Now in the associate address, you have to give your instance name. So this is our instance, just type your instance name, you will get here. So just select that, whatever your name of the instance is. After that, just click on associate. Don't have to do much. Just click on your name, instance name, just click on associate button. Nothing else you have to do much. All right. Now we are able to create our Elastic API when you go on instances and when you see your instance is running and you have not private IP, we have Elastic API. That means that is feasible. It will be not changing anymore. Either you restart it, either you stop it, that will be same. That's called 52.71.163.58. That's the Elastic API, static IP that will be not changing. All right. We are moving ahead. That's the software you have to install application for Windows. You have to install Putty. That's called PUTTY. Just type on Google and install it. After that, you will get this. After opening the software, you will get this interface. Just type your public IP. Whatever we have created in the public IP, just type over here 52.7 that we have, .163.58 that we have done a public IP, and make sure this is your Putty configuration software only. There are various fake software there, so make sure you are correcting with the real Putty software that you can download from the Google itself. Just type PUTTY. All right. Now click on auth. Click on SSH. On SSH, you will get auth. On auth, you have to browse that file that we have downloaded as a key value pair. The key that I've given you. Have you remember .ppk that I have given there? Just browse that file, attach over here. You must be having your download folder. So check that file and browse over here and click on open. Make sure you have to click on auth. You have to browse that file that we have downloaded for key value pair. Then click on open. When you click on open, it will take near about 5 to 10 minutes, but nearly first time it will take 5 to 10 minutes, but after that it will take 1 to 2 minutes. Okay. All right. We have here, you can see our EC2 instance. What you have to do, you have to call EC2 user. Login as EC2 user. We are authenticated. You're publicly imported. You can see imported OpenSSH key. Whatever we have given that file there, that's imported now. And that's, you can see Amazon Linux AMI, Amazon machine image is being loaded here. This is your image. And now you can, whatever type here, that will be installing in your EC2. This is your EC2 console that you can use in your own laptop, own Windows, own Linux. So this is very simple to use, but you have to make sure all the steps that we have done so far, it will be, should be very carefully. Okay. All right. So once you become familiar with the above stuff that we have done for launching the instance, it become a matter of 2 minutes. Means it will be not tough job to manage EC2 instance, to create EC2 instance, to stop EC2 instance. It will be really 1 to 2 minute job for you to do these things. This is a very like a basic service, important service, and very useful service for the organizations. And for learning students also, it's free. You can use it for free for learning purpose. But make sure you are using only free tier eligible tag. If free tier eligible is not there, do not use it. Otherwise, you have to pay big amount, up to lakh also. So make sure you are, if you are using free tier, then use free tier tag only. Again, I'm reminding you. Otherwise, you have to pay a big amount. Okay, for learning purpose, it's for free. Congratulations, you have built your first EC2 instance now. And hope you can visit this and build your own in real also. All right, I can give you some site link here again. You can go for take advantage of the free tier. Just type on the Google aws.amazon.com/free. Here you can get all the material. Let me show you also. Are you able to see my screen?
Yes.
All right. So here I will show you how you can open the same file. Okay, so you have to type on the Google aws.amazon.com/free. So here you can see you will get a screen by the Amazon free tier. Okay, so here you can see gain free hand-on experience with the AWS platform products and services. It's really great type of thing by which you can create a free account. It's like a normal thing like you can create on the Facebook and other account, but here you have to add your card detail, debit card or credit card details. So that's why you have to very careful while using the free tier, because if you are using for long months and you forget to end your stop your instance, then you have to pay up to lakh rupees. So please be careful. Okay, and here you can see free tiles here, short-term free tiles, 12-month you can use for free. Okay, and always it will be free. Free tile will be always free. Explore top product release. You can see you can be Amazon EC2 750 hours. If you cross 750 hours per month, then you have to pay. So this is the first thing that you have to understand. Then you have Amazon S3. S3 is a storage service of Amazon where you can do 5 GB storage. I guess it's not mentioned per month or 12 months. I guess, yeah, it's 12 months. And here we have RDS. That means Relational Database Service, RDBMS. Here you can use for MySQL, PostgreSQL, MariaDB, and SQL Service. All right, so here you can see all the DBMS services being used. For database, again 25 GB you will get for DynamoDB. That's a different thing from here. Here you can see NoSQL is not here, but here you can use NoSQL database as well. You can see Amazon SageMaker. It's not very useful for now, but yeah, you can use for 2 months for free. Here we have AWS Lambda as well. 1 million free requests per month. That's a big thing. 1 million, you can understand. 10 lakh. So like this, you can see various things is there. You can learn more about it. Just visit our website, aws.amazon.com/free. You will get all details about it. And you want to learn business analytics, developer tools, database, Internet of Things, machine learning, everything that you can see about it, you will get idea about it, how you can look into it. One more thing, there is one more link is there. Let me tell you that also. The link is amazon.ec2. Just remove it. You have to type aws.amazon.com/ec2. You will get all details about EC2 as well here. So you can see 750 hours per month for free for the free tier. You will get this for free if you want to use for. I will prefer you try once. If you're not able to do, just close your account. You have option to close your account as well. So just make sure you try to use your.
Hello.
So what use case they have? Run
Aman?
cloud native applications.
Hello.
Yes.
Actually, we are running out of time, so can we move to
Yeah. Just I'm closing one.
Yeah.
Yes, completed. We have 2 minutes now, so 2 minutes to close it.
Yeah, surely.
All right. So here also you can see customer they are using. It's very great, but it's not for now. You can see Snapchat also using it. Okay. And how to get started? Check out Amazon EC2 instance, deep dive into Amazon EC2 tools, and connect with the expert also. You can explore and connect Amazon EC2 community as well. You can see various things you can access 500 plus digital courses for Amazon EC2 as well. So these are the big great platform by which you can understand and know how you can make your own digital era if you are planning for any good skills. Also, we are ending it just yes, last point. All right, hope you're able to see the screen.
Yes.
So it's all about today, guys, and it's really great. Thank you for a great audience, and hoping to have more learning session for you as well. And keep learning, keep exploring the field of Amazon EC2 especially because it's having a great future ahead. Everything will be depend on these services only. Thank you so much, guys. Over to you.
Hello, Aman. Can we move to the Q&A section?
Yeah, sure, we can.
Should I read the questions for you?
Sure.
Yeah. So first one is, you showed the data centers in various locations. Why are there no data centers in India for the extensive usage in India?
The biggest reason, like because of the most in the, companies have their head office outside India. So that's why the biggest reason that is that we can say.
Okay. Next one is, what does the hypervisor do?
Hypervisor is something like by which you can think about virtualization is a process of making thing availability more larger and more available. Let's suppose you want 10 laptops, virtual laptops for you. So that will do for you virtualization only. Virtualization, what do it will create a copy of that software in a virtual copy. So that's enhancing the mode of a virtualization in a way.
Okay. What is the difference between scalability and elasticity?
Scalability and sorry.
Elasticity.
Yeah, so you can say it's a very tricky question, difference between these things, because these two are the main services for handling the loads. Like let's suppose in the main time, let's suppose I told you about the 1 billion sales. So 1 billion sale is something where you are getting a high traffic. So for these things, we have a scalability by which you can auto scale when your demand sees. And second, you have elasticity,
Yeah,
simple
yeah, yeah.
way, where we can go for elastic feature that offer Amazon, and other companies also offer the same things.
Okay. Does ELB automatically come with an EC2 instance, or does one has to add it?
No, it's a Amazon EC2 service. So you get by default in the Amazon EC2 dashboard.
Okay. Virtual server, how it works?
Yeah, if you have worked in anything that is virtual era, like have you heard about the metaverse? So something you are getting into a universe where you are creating and downloading without using any physical softwares. Let's suppose you are using your laptop. Inside that, you are installing various softwares. That's a
Okay.
virtual thing.
Okay.
You don't need any physical things.
Please mention other AWS packages relevant for a data scientist or engineer apart from EC2, that is Redshift, Lambda, etc.
Yes, there are various, as you mentioned as well. Lambda is the very biggest, and ELB, Elastic Load Balancers. These are the two very important for every developers and especially data science learner as well. And
Okay.
there are more as well. We will try to cover as well there.
Okay. What is meant by firewall?
Firewall is something like which will protect you from the outer layer. Like if you're getting any virus while downloading any software, then your system have a firewall by default that will warn you, like it has some issue. Don't download it. Okay,
Okay.
like that we have.
Okay. What is the ease of migration if I'm currently on the another cloud service provider?
Yeah, migration something that is very common. Like it's also common for hosting providers in the web hosting. Hostingers, the most of the users switch from Hostinger to Bluehost. Like that, they happen very common way. So this is the very having a easiest way in the Amazon as well. You can just contact their support and you can just talk about these things and they will do for you.
Okay. Where is the network control list created?
Sorry, your question I didn't get. Can you
Actually,
repeat?
maybe it's from the presentation, I think. So we will move forward. So actually,
All
he
right.
asked that where is the network control list created?
Yeah, I guess that I have to show it. I can't
Okay,
control them
okay,
like
no problem. What is the difference between SSH and HTTP?
yeah, SSH is something by which you can give a whole new environment for you, like for whole new CMD. But in HTTP, you will get it's a security thing only. When you open any website, there's a lock button, so that's called HTTP. But in SSH, you will open a CMD type of thing in a new browser or a window.
Okay. Can we add multiple IP address in a security group?
Yes, we can add. I've shown you 3 we have added, but for one only we have enabled.
Okay. One key always multiple times. Is it possible?
Oh, sorry, your question is not clear to me. Can you repeat?
One key always multiple times. So is it possible to do that?
Yes, it's possible, but for that you have to be very careful for that.
Okay. How can we run ML models using GPU on AWS?
You can run like I have to show you that process, but it will be depend as per your dataset level. You have to create an instance. You have to create a size. I've told you instance type. As per your dataset storage, you have to set that as storage. Then you can go ahead with your GPU. Then you can create that, and you can go ahead with your adventure.
Okay. What happens if we associate Elastic IP but in network security group restrict access to the one IP address?
Yes, it's the biggest question also, like big face common base. So for solving that, we have attached SSH. So by which we can achieve this in a very clear way.
Okay. How to do it with Terraform?
Terraform is something by which you are automating something. Like you
Okay.
want to download some data from the what are the number of EC2 we have. So you can download using that script.
Acha.
And you have to create a EC2 instance. So you, with the help of Terraform also, you can create EC2 instance. You don't have to go for the AWS website. Just write a script and just run it, and your AWS instance will be created.
Okay. How to trigger usage on every 10 minutes or with some condition?
Didn't get your question. Can you please repeat again?
How to trigger usage on every 10 minutes or with some condition?
Yeah, condition will be there.
Okay. AWS SNS can be used.
Yes, like notification services there, we can use that.
Okay. How to check the storage we use in AWS?
How to check the storage in?
Storage we use in AWS.
Yeah, that's all called S3. I've told you in the last, I've shown you what is S3. So S3 is something by which we can create a bucket, we can create a folder, and we can upload various files that we want.
Okay. How we delete the AWS services when we recently used them?
Just click on terminate. That will delete it.
Okay.
Go on action, just click on delete.
Okay. How to take backup of users' data at their location?
How to backup user data
How
at
to
a
backup users data at their location?
yeah, they have a service by which you can take a backup for data. That's called a
Okay.
replica.
Okay. Which service used in DevOps engineer?
DevOps engineer mostly use AWS EC2, S3, ELB, Elastic load balancers. Mostly service of the AWS can be used in DevOps engineer, and mostly AWS is used.
Okay.
Yeah.
How we can add multiple IP address for a specific protocol like SSH, HTTP in the NSG?
No. Public IP will be always we can say it will be one. We can create, but for that you have to create two instances. Then you can create those as well. But for SSH HTTP that we have, mostly it will be one we can. But we can create multiple as well with the another way that we have. But that's not an ethical way that we have.
Okay. How to trigger SNS?
Oh yes. How to trigger? Hello.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm saying like the trigger is very simple. Like when you talk about the EC2, like every service have their own trigger. So EC2
Okay.
is very simple to trigger it out.
Okay. So we are done with Q&A section.
Great.
Yeah. So thanks a lot for the session, Aman. On the behalf of Analytics Vidya, I would like to thank you for your time and for delivering such a wonderful session. I'm sure our audience found it insightful, and hopefully we can conduct more sessions with you.
Yeah,
So
sure. Looking forward to it.
yeah, thank you
Thank you
so
so much.
much. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you so much, Amin, for inviting me.
Yes. So everyone, you can
Yes, anything you are saying?
Sorry. Yeah, so everyone, you can go through the feedback pool. I have shared that. You can connect us with the email ID that is pasted in the chat box. Then you can visit our YouTube channel. You can also check out our upcoming data hour sessions. We will come tomorrow with a new data hour session. And yeah, thank you.